We're live, we're local, we're CBS3. Tonight, the debate over Duluth's tourism marketing came to a head at the City Council meeting. We'll hear from councilors and residents who spoke out. Plus, the Greenwood fire continues to spread and force evacuations and highway closures in its path. And the Superior School District has made its decision on whether students will have to wear masks this school year.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Welcome to the CBS3 News at 10. We are taking a live look towards City Hall after Mayor Emily Larson's announcement last week that Duluth would be moving its primary tourism marketing firm to a Twin Cities-based firm. The decision has received a ton of criticism. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the City Council spoke about the proposal for the first time since Mayor Larson's announcement. CBS3's Quinn Gorham tells us how that meeting went.
The meeting was tense and filled with emotion as councilors and citizens alike expressed their thoughts. More than a dozen Duluth residents chimed in on the motion to make Belmont Partners Duluth's primary tourism marketing firm. Opinions on the matter were strong and varied, with some expressing support for the move and others expressing their disapproval. CEO of Visit Duluth, Anna Tansky, spoke about her firm's willingness to work with the city to improve on their current strategy.
Visit Duluth is not perfect, but what we are open to receiving criticism and feedback as a means for identifying opportunities to improve. We remain committed to working through these challenging issues and aligning with the city's vision and objectives.
Councilors spoke extensively about the issue, discussing the motion for nearly an hour. At this hour, the council is still debating and has not yet held a vote. As soon as they do, we'll update you on air and online.
And that's something we'll continue to watch out for. Thank you, Quinn. Well, Peter's here now for a first check of the weather. Peter, those wildfires that continue to burn are sure causing some issues for our air quality.
Yeah, they're causing issues for our air quality. They've grown over the past 24 hours, and we have that air quality warning in place for the northern portions of Lake and Cook County until at least tomorrow afternoon. I would not be surprised to see that extended. And all the ingredients were there for growth today, including the temperatures and dry conditions, with high temperatures climbing into the low and mid 80s for most, but 90s out west, 90 in Baudette, 92 in Bemidji, 91 in International Falls, 85 in Hibbing, 84 in Ely, 85 in Superior, as well as 84 degrees in Ashland. We also had that southerly wind in place, gusting between 15 and 25 miles per hour throughout good portions of the day today. Right now, we have seen the winds calm down a little bit, as we typically see at night, with gusts up to 15 miles per hour at sometimes. And dew points, they are rather dry, especially for this for the amount of heat that we are seeing, with dew points in the upper 50s as well as lower 60s. So rather dry, not much humidity, not good news for fighting wildfires. And your forecast for tonight, cooling back to 64 degrees with mostly clear skies overhead. That's going to give way to a rather warm day for the day tomorrow. I'll time that all out coming up just a bit. Kristen?
All right, thank you, Peter. A large wildfire is growing tonight in northeast Minnesota, forcing evacuations and closing a state highway. The Greenwood fire ignited Sunday afternoon, about 15 miles southwest of Isabella. In the last hour, we learned it is now more than 2,000 acres in size. That makes it the largest wildfire in northeast Minnesota this season. It's expected to continue growing to the north and west. That's why this morning, crews evacuated about 50 homes in the McDougal Lake area. This afternoon, crews closed a portion of Highway 2 and Highway 1 all the way to Isabella to give crews better access to the flames. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo spent the day up there and has the latest on the firefight.
Strong winds out of the south are spreading the smoke and causing the Greenwood fire to grow, forcing first responders to play defense.
There's not a whole lot we can do with it. The fire is just basically moving, and we're just more on a defensive and trying to keep lives and property out of the line of it.
Suppressing this fire takes a big team. Fire departments from several surrounding cities are helping fight the flames from the ground and the air.
Right now we're using aircraft to try and knock some of the intensity out of the fire. As they can get in, they are putting in containment line, but it's It's been really difficult with the winds.
This is Sand Lake, where about every 10 minutes or so, aircraft come, scoop up water, and take it back to continue fighting the Greenwood fire. It's not just the professionals who can help. Officials want everyone to do their part to stay safe.
Our biggest concern right now is any new starts that we may have. We're really limited on resources in the area.
A campfire ban will continue in the Superior National Forest as long as the increased chance for wildfires do.
If you're in the projected path of the fire and need to evacuate, the sheriff's office will contact you and let you know what you should do. Officials don't know what caused the fire at this point. Forest leaders also reported in the last hour that the fires burning just across the border in Canada are spreading rapidly and now backing towards our border. A smoke column from those fires is now visible from Minnesota. The Forest Service tells us they are continuously monitoring that situation as well. Well, Minnesota National Guard units from Duluth and St. Paul are joining the fight against fires in the northern part of the state. 18 Guard members will respond to War Road, Minnesota to support the DNR. The 148th Fighter Wing from Duluth is sending a fuel truck. The 147th Assault Helicopter Battalion from St. Paul is sending 2 choppers with water buckets and 2 tactical trucks. They'll be focused on aerial firefighting and will be deployed until the fires are under control. Well, moving to Washington, we are taking a live look at the Capitol. Today, President Biden gave a speech defending his decision to withdraw troops from Afghanistan. Criticism is growing as the rushed evacuation of Americans and Afghan allies continues. CBS News correspondent Deborah Alfarone has more on the crisis from Capitol Hill.
President Biden returned to Camp David after giving a speech at the White House about the worsening situation in Afghanistan.
I stand squarely behind my decision. After 20 years, I've learned the hard way that there was never a good time to withdraw U.S. forces.
The withdrawal has led to chaos at Kabul's airport. At least 2 people died when hundreds of Afghans rushed the tarmac, holding on to an American military plane as it took off. The Pentagon says 2 others who were armed were killed when U.S. troops fired in self-defense. The president says the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan happened sooner than expected, but blamed leaders there, like President Ghani, who fled, for the country's quick collapse.
American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves.
All U.S. embassy staff have been evacuated to the airport. Around 100 remain in the country, including the U.S. ambassador. Criticism of President Biden and the troop withdrawal has been fierce from Republicans and even some Democrats.
What we have seen is an unmitigated disaster, a stain on the reputation of the United States of America.
There is increased danger of attack on this country.
Afghanistan's fall has also been difficult for many veterans.
We've been getting a lot of phone calls from veterans who have served in Afghanistan, feeling like they served in vain.
At least 5,000 U.S. troops are expected to be on the ground by the end of the day to assist at the airport. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
U.S. diplomats have been holding discussions with Taliban leaders about the need for order at the airport and warning the group not to interfere. Additional troops are on the way to help evacuate thousands of U.S. citizens and Afghan allies by the end of the month. Well, new tonight at 10, after weeks of consideration, the Superior School Board voted tonight to require masks for elementary-age students. The school will not require masks in students ages 12 and older. That's based on CDC recommendations that say all kids 12 and up are eligible for the vaccine. In the school board's updated learning guidance for the 2021 and 22 school year, they also announced they will not be splitting classrooms like they did last year. The board also recommended the vaccine for all students who are eligible to get it. While the majority of positive COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are among the unvaccinated, we are taking a closer look at so-called breakthrough cases, people who get COVID after receiving a vaccine. Research shows it is extremely rare for breakthrough cases to lead to hospitalizations or death. Right now, breakthrough cases make up less than 1% of all COVID cases. Of the more than 168 million Americans who have been fully vaccinated, around 8,000 have been hospitalized or died of COVID, and that's about 0.005%. Health experts continue to say vaccines are the best way to beat the virus.
While the vaccines may give you some protection, it's not enough to overcome the medical issues or the lack of a very strong immune system, unfortunately.
The CDC says people with certain conditions are more at risk for having severe symptoms of COVID-19, among them obesity, chronic kidney and heart disease, asthma, and cancer. And here in Minnesota, health officials say they are seeing the highest number of patients hospitalized with COVID since mid-May. Right now, Minnesota hospitals are treating more than 400 coronavirus patients. That's up from 90 in mid-July. Officials say more than 100 of the current COVID patients were sick enough to warrant intensive care. The state is also reporting 5 new deaths from the virus and nearly 1,500 new infections. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, Haitians are scrambling to pick up the pieces after a 7.2 earthquake rocked their country and as a tropical storm prepares to touch down.
And we'll take a closer look at those fire weather conditions. It doesn't look favorable over the next few days. We'll break down all of those elements and much more coming up in just a bit.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Play It Again Sports carries the largest selection of both new and quality used ice hockey equipment, skates, sticks, and goalie gear you need to play the game. With lacrosse being the fastest growing sport in the Northland, trust their knowledgeable staff to outfit you with the right equipment at the right price. Play It Again Sports, Duluth and Superior.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota.
Our team has many years of general surgery experience and is the most experienced robotic team in the Northland. We are committed to providing the latest and best surgical techniques to you and your family.
With robotic-assisted surgery, you're likely to have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker. We offer our surgical care at multiple hospitals and surgical centers, and most insurance plans are accepted.
Learn more at mnsurgery.com or give us a call today.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
The 70th anniversary sale continues at Numi Jewelers with the Spinning Wheel Sale for a limited time. Spin the wheel and save up to 40% on a wide selection of jewelry. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jay Huber. I am owner of Novus Health Solutions. If you wish to improve your sex drive, sleep better, have less depression, less mood swings, improve your muscle mass, and lose weight, please contact us to see if you're a candidate for bioidentical hormone replacement therapy.
We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
Hello.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Holden Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
I chose a career that isn't easy, it's dangerous, and it's hard. Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College has set me up with everything I need to succeed. Through challenging classes, longer defensive tactics training, and instructors who work in the industry, Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College is setting me up for success.
At the DTA, we're making your bus ride even safer. You can now buy your ticket anytime, anywhere, using the new MyDTA app for mobile fare payment and trip planning. Contactless, safe, convenient.
The situation in Haiti is growing even more dire. Rescue efforts continue 2 days after a 7.2 earthquake killed more than 1,400 people. Dozens of search and rescue teams carefully sift through the twisted metal and concrete of this collapsed apartment building, desperately looking for any signs of survivors. The epicenter of the 7.2 magnitude quake struck a coastal town located about 80 miles from the capital. This is another major setback for a country that hasn't fully recovered from the 2010 earthquake that killed an estimated 220,000 people, and a nation still reeling from the assassination of Haiti's president just over a month ago. Despite that, Haiti's ambassador to the U.S. shared a hopeful message.
We
understand the dire situation we are in, but the most important thing is we will come out of it.
With many without a home and a storm making landfall, Haitian leaders say they are worried about hunger and the spreading of disease.
And back in our neck of the woods, we are dealing with many issues related to wildfires. We still have those fires burning up towards the BWCA. And we had that new one issued just yesterday south of Isabella. And this is some satellite imagery from the National Weather Service. You can see all the smoke, all that smoke off to our north. Those are the boundary wildfires. And then we also have a little bit less smoke. And that's the fires associated with the fires just south and west of Isabella. And the bad news is that fire did expand a little bit today, just because all those ideal conditions were there. And it looks like they'll be kind of ideal through the rest of the, say, the next few days. We have those dry conditions in place. There is no doubt about that. With all this drought, and off to our north and west, where you see that darker shade of red, exceptional drought there, that is unprecedented for the state of Minnesota. Have never seen unprecedented drought here. And the rest of us in Minnesota looking at either severe to basically extreme drought across most of the state of Minnesota. And the bad news is it really doesn't look like we see much rain to really help with the drought situation or the wildfire situation, say, over the next 48 to 72 hours. As we head towards tomorrow, maybe just a few more clouds overhead, but that's about it. And then fast forward to Wednesday, it's kind of a rinse and repeat type day. Maybe a stray shower or two, especially along the international border, but I don't think most will see it. I think most will stay dry, and if those that do see rain, it will just be very, very little rain. Then Thursday, more of the same for today on Thursday. Maybe a little bit more rain off to the north towards Canada. Maybe some of that will begin to wiggle its way further south as we head through today, Thursday, and into Friday. Friday is our best shot at rain, but it doesn't look to be significant rain by any means quite yet. And we will have those hot and summer-like conditions, that is for sure, as well, with temperatures tomorrow climbing into the upper 80s as well as lower 90s. International Falls coming in at 94 degrees, probably 88 for us here in the Twin Ports. A little bit cooler up the North Shore with temperatures in the 70s, and that hot weather sticks right into Wednesday as well as Thursday as well. So not much good news there. And we're also still dealing with the winds. We're going to see that southerly wind in place for the day tomorrow as well, at times gusting up to 20, 25 miles per hour. So we could still see some growth with those fires just because we will have that southerly wind in place. And that will stick around through the day on Thursday as well. But the good news is we might begin to see it let up a little bit as we head towards Thursday with winds gusting up to 15 miles per hour. But first, your forecast for tonight. It's a mild one for tonight. Temperatures falling back into the lower 60s for most of us in Minnesota. Down in Wisconsin as well as the UP of Michigan. 50s further away from the lake, mid and upper 60s closer to the lake, and highs for tomorrow down there. Temperatures climbing close to 90 degrees for most, 90 in Superior, 88 in Washburn, 90 in Ashland, 86 in Spooner, with that southerly wind still in place. Up here in Minnesota, a little bit cooler by the lake once again, especially up the North Shore, with temperatures climbing into the 70s there, 80s and 90s further out west once again. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. We're dry until at least Thursday. Our best rain shot comes for today on Friday. Doesn't look to be significant rain quite yet, Kristen. And there are some stray rain shots through the weekend as well, but it doesn't look like it's going to put much of a dent into the drought or really help with the wildfire situation.
Which we need help with
Yes.
that whole situation. We need a lot more rain than what we're getting. I have to say, though, even as a lifelong Minnesotan, I love those hot temperatures. but I know we need the rain,
Yes.
so that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for some rain.
So a hot and rainy day?
Yes, exactly. A good mixture. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, we have an update to the City Council story from earlier. The Council just passed a motion to provide Twin Cities-based Belmont Partners a $1.8 million contract. That contract will make the group Duluth's primary tourism marketing firm. The motion passed with a 7-1 vote. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, kids and adults of all ages love the magic of Disney. And now accessibility to enjoy that magic just grew. We'll have the details next.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Hi, I'm Deb. By April 2016, I had lost 85 pounds. It was a very easy program to do. Blood pressure has gone way down. I feel great.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
I'm Dr. Matthew Penning. I'm a family physician at St. Luke's. I like to try and empower the patients to take control of their own health care. Doctors may give advice, but it's really the choices of the patients that determine the outcomes of their health care. So I think it's really important that we speak in a way that patients understand and can get information. I chose to practice at St. Luke's because it seems more like a family environment. The atmosphere at Mariner is great, so I love it here.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
Make no monthly payments for 120 days on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. And to get $2,500 cash allowance.
Your home improvement company has industry-leading materials and warranties on all of our window and bathroom products. We also certify all of our installers in our installation training center. Right now, we are offering 20% off all products and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call us today or go online to book your appointment. If you want your project done right the first time, go with your home improvement company where it's your home made better.
When we ask you to shop Prime Appliance, we want you to experience a real appliance store where we have hundreds of brand name appliances always ready to go during our in-stock sale. Like this Whirlpool 20 cubic foot smudge-free stainless French door, only $19.44. Or get this deluxe extra large capacity GE laundry pair, only $15.98 with an electric dryer. Financing and delivery always available. Prime Appliance, it's a real appliance store and the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Want to lose fat quickly? Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
Started my weight loss journey with Healthy Systems USA Easter weekend. By the end of October, I have lost 92 pounds.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Pre-order your 2022 Bennington Pontoon at RJ Sport & Cycle.
In news, there are no second chances. You have one shot to get it right. You need to get all the facts, angles, and points of view. And you need it now. For us, being first is good, but being right is best. Live local CBS 3.
CBS 3 Sports is brought to you by St. Luke's.
Disney is unveiling new costumes and role-play wheelchair cover sets for kids and adults. The company says these adaptive features allow Disney fans to transform into their favorite characters. These costumes have stretch fabric that opens in the back and is wheelchair-friendly. The 2021 costume assortment includes characters from Raya and the Last Dragon, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Hocus Pocus. This is an amazing idea and absolutely necessary. I love this.
The most magical place on earth.
Just got more magical?
Just got more magical.
I agree.
Really?
That's a great idea. Yeah. Way to go, Disney.
You want to know what else is magical?
What's that, Kelly?
The hockey community. It was a very special day for them coming together and to honor the life of a legend as well as helping others with mental health. That's all coming up next.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Your work is your name. You live by it. At Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, we take our name, our work, just as seriously. John Deere tractors and mowers have the compact agility and big-time ability you need to finish the job. Comfortable, affordable, and backed by a 2-year, 2,000-hour full machine warranty. Standard. In-person service calls and parts delivery keep you work ready. Our techs are highly trained and incredibly knowledgeable. Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. We make sure the work lives up to your name.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Right now, you can get 2.49% APR financing for 60 months, plus $750 TFS APR cash on a new 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Highlander. Toyota. Let's go places.
UCare is out decomplicating health plans all over the state. We're proud to be in Embarrass, bringing family plans to Fertile, helping folks rest easy and sleepy-eyed, and smart advice to Nimrod-ians.
Is that even a word?
We make plans clear and crystal, and we've been a staple here since 1984. With over 40,000 doctors, specialists, and providers in our networks, we're getting more welcomes every day. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh Containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
After a year or two of experiencing brain fog and weight gain and sadness, I decided to come to Novus Health Solutions and have hormone replacement therapy. Life is no longer a chore. I have my life back. It's the best thing I've ever done.
In memory of a hockey icon, Mark Pavlich, former NHLer and member of the 1980 Miracle on Ice team, died earlier this year after a long-time battle with mental illness. Well, together, the hockey community is coming together to honor his life and to help others who may be suffering as well. Today was the first annual golf outing raising money for a new facility, the Ranch Teammates for Life, to assist veterans and hockey players with mental health. Now, many notable members of the sport were in attendance to pay tribute and rally together to help those that are struggling.
Everybody saw him as a hockey player, but I knew him as a person, and that's the hard thing. And I think we all just found that out with Simone Biles and several other people, that, you know, their accomplishments are one thing, but there's a frailty of being human. And sometimes it's very difficult to understand what that human is and the situations that he is in or she's in. And I think this is going to help ease some of that.
From former players to coaches to current pros, including Cloquet native Carson Kuhlman, the conversation is on surrounding mental health.
To people that don't think that it's a real thing, I would have to say that it obviously is. It affects a lot of people, not just athletes, but younger people, older people. Anybody can be affected by it. So we're coming a long way to make it a common thing, and I think moving in that direction is a great thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, for the past 5 seasons, Duluth Marshall has not fielded a football team after their participation numbers dwindled down to a level they couldn't continue with. They've since gone without football until this season. Duluth Marshall has joined forces with 2 Harbors to form a co-op team. They were approached by Marshall last spring with a group of players that wanted an opportunity to take the field. 2 Harbors was the right fit because their combined enrollment will still keep them in Class 3A.
They just wanted an opportunity for their kids to play. And I have no regrets that we did this. It's been a great experience. The kids are awesome. The parents from Marshall that I've met and talked to have been fantastic.
We've had to grow with those guys the past couple weeks. Team camp, you know, I love those guys. You know, the 4 or 5 we have, they're a good group of kids, and it's fun to see the Marshall kids come in and just embrace the 2 Harbors Agates logo.
Their nickname, mascot, and image will remain the same. So far, 5 Marshall students are making the trip up Highway 61 for practice, with more potentially joining soon. We'll have more on what the team will look like later this week. And it's been a long time coming. That's been the theme over the past few weeks as fall sports at the collegiate level get ready for competition for the first time since 2019 for some of them. That's true of UMD soccer. The UMD Bulldogs checked in at number 11 overall in the latest NSIC coaches poll. Head coach Greg Kane's 27th season at the helm is shaping up to be a pretty good one. 12 new players from 2 recruiting classes will join 18 returning players. That's 30 players on the roster and a mix of veterans and new faces at every position. So everyone will be competing for a playing time from the start.
It feels so good to be back. I mean, I know we were all working hard this summer, and to be back as a big group, I think it's been amazing because we haven't seen probably 50% of our team wherever we were stationed for COVID. Really nice to be back and excited.
It's a big exhale and a big sigh of relief that, finally we're able to do what we all want to do and we're kind of here to do. And so I can really see the relief and the excitement in the players too.
The team will take the field in Houghton, Michigan for their first NCAA competition in 2 years when they play Michigan Tech on September 2nd. The NSIC slate kicks off on September 17th at home against Minot State. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks and stuff. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kind of got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Pay no interest for 72 months, plus current eligible Buick owners get $500 purchase allowance on 2021 Buick SUV models. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. From flexible scheduling and variety in jobs to competitive wages and exceptional benefits, Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you with the foundation for career advancement in the communities we serve. Come join our team. Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit visionprooptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
The 130th Carlton County Fair is August 19th through the 22nd in Barnum. Check out free laser tag and reptiles all 4 days. Thursday is 4-H Day and tractor pull. Friday is Senior Citizen Day, the dairy show, and oval races. Saturday is Military Day, 4-H horse show, horse racing, and the demo derby. Sunday has horse racing and figure 8 races. Enjoy free entertainment on the grounds every day. Check CarltonCountyFairMN.com for a complete schedule. Let's get back to the fun in 2021 with the Carlton County Fair, August 19th through the 22nd.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that. Woo!
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Well, we have one more update to the City Council story that we told you earlier today. The Visit Duluth portion of the vote has been tabled for a later date, and we'll continue to follow that story as we learn more as the City Council continues to have that discussion. But now, Peter, we are just inching into the work week here, and it sounds like the weather is just going to get hotter and hotter.
Yeah, Kelly was talking about football, and fall is definitely not even close to being here, I feel like, because we're talking about temperatures in the 90s tomorrow. But first, for tonight, we're talking about temperatures in the 60s for most of us, 62 on top of the hill at Duluth International, 65 down by the lake, 50s up the North Shore, 64 in Ely, 62 in Hibbing, and then down into Wisconsin was all the UP. 50s away from the lake, 60s closer to the lake. Temperatures tomorrow closing in on that 90-degree mark, 90 in Superior as well as 90 in Ashland. And for us up here in Minnesota, 90s out west and then up closer to the lake, 70s and 80s. 7-day forecast shows that our next shot of rain comes for the day on Friday and will continue through the weekend, but it doesn't look like measurable rain by any means. Kristen?
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.